Now, the most accurate weather forecast in South Texas with Chief Meteorologist Dale Nelson.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Well, on Sunday, we had 0.06 of an inch of rain. Right now, for the month, right up to this date, we've had 1013. It's amazing what 96 hours can do. And for the event then, 1007 if you do the math there. So that's how much we've officially had for Corpus Christi. This is kind of the Doppler radar estimate. I didn't put the numbers on here because it would just be too jumbled. And actually, this is coming in light, but you can see the heavier rain was up in San Patricio County and then in eastern Nueces County out towards the island. There was a little donut of dryness out here near Robstown and in western Nueces County, where they only had about 1 to 2 inches of rain, believe it or not. A little light down around Kingsville, heavier rain out around Alice. We all know that from the flooding they had on Tuesday. And then you get in the watershed and we didn't have much at all. So here are the unofficial 4-day totals. Again, a lot of this started on Monday at about 10 o'clock, so about 96 hours ago. Carroll High School, Jimmy Ruiz had 16.12 inches. Bayside, the rain short, 13. Rockport had over 16 inches of rain. Port Aransas had just over 15. Just west of Portland, John Beard had 13.15 inches of rain. On Santa Fe, Roger Brand had 15.85. In the central part of town, Victor Salter had 13.09. Alice had over a foot of rain and all that flooding. Aransas passed 1089. Orange Grove had 9.67. Robstown had 6.59, but it varied widely around Robstown. Beeville, 3.4. On the south side of Corpus Christi, 13.65. That was Mr. Garza reporting in there. George West, 489. Kingsville, about 401, according to Mark Maynor. And Three Rivers, just 2.41 inches, while Woodsboro had 1293. And Ingleside on the bay, Cora Ward reported about 10 inches of rain. But the lake levels haven't budged much. We are up on our combined capacity, but only from 41.2 to 41.4. Again, most of this rain did not fall in the watershed. The watershed's still in a drought here in town. We're not. So it's kind of a conundrum there. You can see how the reds have gone away. The high cloud tops have shrunk. They have collapsed. That's going to lead to fog overnight. And again, the low has moved out here into Mexico, so we're not tapping into tropical moisture anymore. And this is disappearing right before our eyes. There's also a cold front up in North Texas, and some of the moisture on the north end of this is escaping up in that direction around this high, which is going to be building in. That's going to make it hot and humid here tomorrow. Oh, so much as the rain wanes off to the west. And then hot, humid, and windy as the high builds closer to us. That creates surface low pressure, and the winds really pick up. These are upper level highs that are going to dominate our weather over the weekend. So if we didn't have all this rain, we'd be in the mid to upper 90s, but we'll stop in the low 90s because of it. Even on the water vapor imagery, it's starting to dry out, but it's really dry up here in central and north Texas, where they haven't seen any meaningful rain out of this. Our short-term overnight forecast, low 80s now, will hold at about 80 through 4 a.m., but the winds come down, and that will allow for some fog to form. Visibility is about 1 to 2 miles at midnight, and then dropping on down to around a mile by daybreak, and then lifting after that. So here is a look at the forecast for tomorrow. Humid, temperatures rising to the low 90s, heating up with sunshine returning and drying out. South-southeast winds at 8 to 16. And here is your NEC Co-op Energy 7-day forecast. 76 tonight, 93 tomorrow. It's going to be windy over the weekend. That's kind of a downer for the Mariners there and golfers. 94 to 93 respectively. Breezy Monday and Tuesday, and then just plain old hot and steamy Wednesday and Thursday. The heat index 105 to 115. It's going to be oppressive because there's all this water laying on the ground here. The Oso's also going back down, so that's good news for the folks that live near the Oso Creek.
I'll tell you what, we're still dealing with the consequences of all the rain that we've had, because the Bay Jam and Concert Series was canceled tonight, and there was a movie series that was supposed to take place tomorrow at Cole Park. That's also been canceled because the ground is just way too saturated, which is where people would usually sit.
Right, and when the ground dries out, the fire ants come up. So watch out for that, especially if you have kids.
Yeah, all right,
But
thank you.
Watch out.
Good advice.